Hey there, it's Dr. Trent Corey here. Just want to kind of go over a presentation I was going to do for BNI, and it's really important to kind of understand what it is about cash pay physical therapy and how I'm different than any other PT that you may have seen before. So I'm just going to go into my presentation here. So let me get my presentation set up here, and I will share this, and we'll get started. I'll just kind of go through my slideshow and hopefully you'll learn something about me and what I do. So here I am, Dr. Trent Corey, Xtra Mile Physical Therapy here in Vancouver in Salmon Creek. Definitely love to work with runners. It says find yourself running, but I also work with many active individuals, people who are working out at bar three or yoga, or they're doing triathlons, or just working out with a trainer. It's a really good person that I work with and help them get to their goals. So my presentation is why cash pay physical therapy, and how to get out of pain sooner without insurance hassles and to get on with your busy active lifestyle. So just a little bit about me. I do running groups. So this is a group run that we did this winter. It was really an awesome, beautiful day, teaching people how to run better. Down lower left here, you can see our cross country team, the Skyview Storm. Love working with the kids, help them run a little bit faster, get stronger. There's but many things that they need to work on. And then here is just where I work, just right in Salmon Creek here. It's inside of what's called Uptown Sports Medicine. It's a place where personal trainers work out with people. So I work out of that gym. And then also the Softwave is an amazing 21st century healing device. It is amazing for healing, and it's wonderful to help people get better with what they need to work on and get healing at the source so then they can get moving and feeling better. So I'm going to go on to the next thing here, maybe. Let me check my go here. There we go. And yeah, I'm from Dubuque, Iowa. This is Julian Dubuque's grave. I've been married to Rachel. Actually, this has been 17 years, not 18, but time goes by so fast. Our cat Mishu, she's wonderful. I got the blanket that has her face on it. And then me next to my dad here, and then I have my son Tyler, who's 13, and then on the left here is my son Jack, who's 11. So bunch of fun, very active kids. It's been fun to, see them grow up and improve. It's just been fun to relate to them a lot deeper as they get older. So it's been awesome. So, yeah, like I said, 19 years of experience as a PT. I've been a runner for over 30 years, and then I'm a running coach at Skyview. So, teach the distance kids for track and then cross country during the fall. And then and then I want to just get into my practice. So the problem with traditional PT is that most people are rushed with their visits. There's insurance limitations, and we're treating the symptoms rather than fixing the root cause. And why I chose to break free and create a model that actually helps people get long-term results is because of that. People have this issue with getting in and not getting good quality care. So I decided to make the best way I could help somebody heal and make it not rushed and get the personal attention and use the best healing technology to help somebody get better. So and this is kind of a little bit of what makes me different. And like I said, no insurance restrictions. So I treat what's best for you. You are the payer. So I am not going on what insurance dictates what I have to do. And oftentimes insurance kind of hamstrings a therapist on what we're able to do and how long we're able to treat somebody because they're paying for it. So they can limit your therapy very soon. And oftentimes there's big, long gaps in care because you can't get in because you have to wait for approvals and all these different things that are really frustrating for a PT, but also frustrating for the client when they're making some progress and they have to wait 2 weeks till they get approved again for more visits. And so another thing is longer focus sessions. Most people have 15, 20 minutes. With the PT in a normal insurance-based clinic, and then they get pushed off to an aide, or they just see the PTA assistant or an aide for almost the entire treatment. And that's just not cool with me. You want really firm, knowledgeable care, and that's what you get here at my clinic. There's no juggling multiple clients at once. I'm just with you the whole time. The whole time I'm really focused on what you need to do. No surprise bills. A lot of people have thinking they're going to insurance, they're going to pay less. They're actually going to get in uh, less payments overall. But what happens is you go and see somebody for therapy, and then they're actually getting therapy. They're billing everything, and you don't even know. And you're seeing them for I've seen people for a month or two, and they haven't gotten a bill yet. And then all of a sudden, a couple of months in, where they've been coming 2 or 3 times a week, or they've been expanding their time in the clinic, all of a sudden, then they get this whopping bill. And it's really surprising to people. And they think, oh, I have insurance, it's going to pay for it. Not necessarily, especially if you have a high deductible, you may not get that paid for. And you actually have to pay for it directly out of pocket anyway before insurance kicks in. So always keep that in mind. And then faster results. I'm all about getting you better faster. I don't want to waste your time. I want you to get you better faster. I don't want you in here, um, you know, I don't want you in there for a long period of time. I want you to be able to get the treatment that's there, hands-on therapy as much as you need to, manual therapy techniques. I'm really talented and things I need to do to release tension and get joints moving better, but then also educate you how to move correctly. And then you can get on your way and then go back to your gym or wherever you need to go. Or I put you in the right direction if you don't know where that is. And then we also have maintenance programs where you can come in and keep yourself healthy for long term. So, I put this table up here. Which model would you want for yourself or your loved ones? Traditional PT model, usually, 15, 30 minutes of the patient, maybe. And you have techs and people who don't have full education, but, I'm not saying they're bad, but like they may not know everything that they need to know for your condition. And especially if they're passing it back and forth, the knowledge of what you may be dealing with is not detailed into that person to be able to share that. So for me, it's one-on-one, full attention. I'm on top of your case. Okay. Traditional PT insurance dictates what's covered. In my model, we treatment plan is tailored to you. And I'll just go down the list of what Xtra Mile PT offers. Transparent pricing. We don't just, we bill you directly and you know how much you're paying. And there's not going to be anything that's like, oh, I didn't know that was coming. And then we fix the root cause for long-term health. We're not just getting symptom care and just getting you feeling better and then, have all these other issues lurking underneath the surface that are causing the issue. And then you're back into some sort of pain later because you didn't address that. I try to address that right away as much as I can. Hands-on therapy, we have the most amazing technology called Softwave I'll mention in a minute. And then movement. We try to teach you the correct ways to move and get you into your body so you can move correctly. And then we have more effective treatments. This is my opinion, but I've seen this. I've been in this field for 19 years. So it really does help me have a good sense of what needs to be done when, and that limits how many times you have to come in here. So hopefully that makes sense. Um, Softwave, we talked about this. It's a game changer. It uses electrohydraulic supersonic shock waves to stimulate your body's own natural healing response. And it triggers stem cells, growth factors, and anti-inflammatory responses. And it's just been amazing how quickly and easy it is. It's non-invasive. You just put that right on the tissue, whether you have it. It goes deep to the tissue, 15 centimeters deep. I don't know if I yeah, okay. It says 12 centimeters there. It's a ways in. And what's cool about that is it's not going, you don't have to inject the tissue. It's a little uncomfortable, but it's bearable. We make sure that you're comfortable and we're doing the right amount for you, but it's not damaging the tissue. It's actually helping the tissue stimulate that response so it could heal. And it's backed by research. That's why I got one of these things. I've seen the effects that people get from it. And just knew that I had to have it in the clinic because they weren't, because I knew what it could do, and not having it was a thing I didn't want to have a guilty conscience about. I knew that it was something so powerful that I needed to have this in my clinic. So it's backed by research. Top pro sports teams use it. The military uses it, and many leading clinics around the country, Mayo, Cleveland Clinic, all these different Harvard, all these different places have found the value of what this is. And it's really the trend of the future is this shockwave therapy, along with other technologies. But this has been a game changer for me in my clinic, and it has been for so many people. That's why you're going to continue to hear more about it, because it's so remarkable and what it can do in a quick period of time, getting results sooner. Um, so who this helps, we're talking about active people who want to stay active, runners, gym goers, people take their health seriously. I work with people dealing with all sorts of issues: knee pain, foot and ankle pain, back, neck, shoulder pain. You could read kind of the list here: meniscus tears, patellar tendonitis, IT syndrome, plantar fasciitis, Achilles tendonitis, any sort of those kind of things. Calf strains, quad strains, people who are running too far and then they find that they have their muscles are strained in some way. They went too hard in a race or something. Those are perfect referrals for me because I can help address what that tissue actually needs and then get you back to the running you want to do or working out with your coach or your trainer or whatever. I want you back doing what you're doing there. I don't want you to kind of stay in PT forever. I just want you to get on top of your issue, make sure you're addressing the exercises you need to do, and then get moving on. So if you know anybody struggling with pain and doesn't want to stop being active, perfect person to send my way. And if you're one of those people, I'm happy to talk to you about what it is. So I do a 15-minute call, kind of figure out we're the right fit, and you kind of understand how we work here in the clinic, and that kind of leads to a nice transition to you getting the care you need. So how easy it is to get started? Pretty easy in Xtra Mile Physical Therapy Clinic. There's no referral needed. Some people think, they needed to go to doctor. PT now is a direct referral in I think just about every state, but especially in Washington, you can just call, text, or book online with me, come to me and just get your treatment as soon as you can. My appointments schedule within days, not weeks. Sometimes even that day if I have to. If some people are really in a heap of problems and I do have the availability, I'll try to fit you in that day. I really want to make sure you get the care as soon as we can, without overburdening, our clinic and that kind of thing. But typically, I really want to make sure that you get the care as soon as you can, especially if you're really motivated to get better. I really want to make sure you get the help you need sooner. I just know other clinics will have long waiting lists and you can't get in for another couple weeks or months even. I've had that where back in January, someone said, I can't get in until March. It's like, wow, that's a suffering list. A waiting list is a suffering list. I want to make sure you get in as soon as you can so you get the care you need sooner, because the sooner you get help, the better you can get things resolved. Simple upfront pricing. There's no insurance hassle. I definitely don't deal with insurance directly. There are ways to bill insurance indirectly. So I give you a special receipt. It's very simple. You submit that to your insurance, and sometimes you get reimbursed, which is a bonus. That's kind of what most people find, is that they're happy that they might be able to get something back. But a lot of times people are happy with the service that they're getting because they're getting this higher quality service. They understand that this is what you pay for, but also want to make sure that if you can get insurance reimbursement, we can work with that, but we just don't bill directly. Hopefully that makes sense. And then we have a focused, personalized plan from day one. I definitely don't cookie cutter things. There are certain things that I do regularly that, like, if it's patellar tendonitis, there's certain things I'm going to do phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 typically, but it depends on what your goals are, what you're trying to get to. So, it always depends on what you've got going on. So, and then, yeah, real results. People love, what I've been doing in the clinic. I've been really happy. I wrote here, Bob. I'll look. We'll see if the next slide will work. It's a video of him. Jen, she got back to running after knee pain, worked on Softwave, but also some other exercises. And a couple quotes that I've been hearing is, Softwave was a game changer for my knee pain. I was back to running in weeks. And then another one was, I wasted months with insurance PT, but one session with Trent actually made a difference. And that's what I hear a lot of. People want to waste their time thinking they're going to save their money in another clinic, and then they just have this revolving door of just problem after problem and doesn't get changed. Now you're weeks down the road with a chronic injury. If you just came in to see me originally, a lot of these things can get better sooner, and overall you would have paid a lot less. But that sometimes that's in retrospect. We go, oh yeah, well I should have done that back then. Well, it's okay. Sins are forgiven. The past is the past. We work forward with what we can do, and that's what I really want to make sure. That's why I set up this environment the way it is, so people can heal the best way possible, get the rehab they need, and then move on with their lives. So. Let's see. I'm going to see if this will play. I'll just kind of play it here. So we're getting a third treatment done, and we already had 2 treatments done. Well, 1 on the knee, or 2 on the knee, and then also in the Achilles. Yep. And then we also tried it out last time on a neuroma that you've been having for a long time, and you said that it was kind of really helpful already. So Go ahead and just describe a little bit what you've been feeling.
Yeah, definitely. So then, we'll start with the knee. The knee's been actually really nice. Just all the pain and swelling for sure. I think it was swelling driven. So even the range of motion is really, really good. I'm nearly at full range of motion. Just final end range, about the only spot that struggles a little bit. The Achilles, I haven't had this much range or flexibility since surgery. So that's didn't even necessarily know it was a restriction, and that's been a phenomenal, interesting change.
Right. We've been breaking things down and been helping things out. And then you've been doing your stretches and that kind of stuff. Yep. Great. And it's been more effective now.
And a nice change that was unexpected. So that's the most amazing thing.
Sweet.
And the Morton's neuroma.
Yeah.
Always kind of felt like I had a pebble in my shoe, here and there, that just don't even walk on hard surfaces barefoot ever.
Yeah.
After the treatment last time, I walk around the house now in bare feet, which is unheard of.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, I try not to overdo it because I don't want to get back into the old pattern, but at the same time, kind of doing the other treatments, and it kind of has allowed me to, it has definitely allowed me to start doing a little bit more of the big toe strengthening.
Right.
Where it just really was not able to do it because it would start to cause pain. So that this has, so it's really surprising that it's improved enough that I can then start to do the rest of the stuff I'm supposed to.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think it's a really good thing to get things going and moving. So wonderful. Glad you could share with that. Thank you so much. Yeah, so that's Bob from my neighbor. He actually had a bunch of things going on, and you can tell how happy he is with what Softwave's done even after 2 visits. We actually done several treatments since, and he's just continued to get better and better, and it's pretty cool to watch. So let me see if I can pull to the next one. And this is Sarah. This is Jen, actually.
Not sure like what combination of things it is, if it's the Softwave shock therapy or just like the actual the PT exercises I've been doing. But I have noticed a significant shift in my knee feeling much better, and I feel more enabled to do the things that I want to be doing, like skiing and running and biking and swimming, and it feels very exciting and also a little weird to not have as much pain. So yeah, very exciting.
Yeah, you've been doing that for a while, right?
Yeah. It's been almost a year of knee pain, and I had with my skis. I went skiing the other weekend, and normally just the having my ski boot on and pushing my ski boot into the bindings on the ski, it was always just so much pain. It was the pressure that had to be put into there. And I went skiing, and I was I normally have someone on the side where I kind of use them to leverage as I painfully push my foot into it. And it's only around my left knee, which is the one I have a problem with. And I didn't know, I could just in and out and didn't feel a thing. And then I got kind of worried that I lose all feeling in my leg. But yeah, it's been great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Very cool. So yeah, it was really cool to see that helped those clients. There's several other testimonies that I've had. It's been really amazing to see people shift. So anyway, I just wanted to share a little bit of what people are saying and how they love what working with me with getting the Softwave technology to actually stimulate healing and then get the movements in that they need to do. Excuse me. So who do you know that needs help? So just think of one person, maybe who has nagging pain or wants a real solution, is frustrated with traditional PT or cortisone shots, medications, maybe someone who works out regularly but struggles with pain. So that's kind of one thing that I try to make sure. And then this is for BNI, which is a networking group. So if there's anybody in my BNI group and, they find that they want to send me somebody and they're not quite sure, usually I give them a discounted session. Usually I don't give a free trial session. I want people to understand that this is a very high level thing and it does cost some money to do. We talk about this previously before we actually get first treatment. So, but it's really important to make sure that we're on the right page that, yeah, this is an investment in your health. This isn't something that I just do for fun and just a discount for everybody. It's, hey, do you need help? I can help you. It is a premium service. So it's not right for everybody. Some people want to use their insurance and that's their deal breaker. No matter how good I am, they want to use their insurance. So that's fine. I'm not trying to pressure anybody or want people to do that. If people want to use their insurance completely and they want to be in network with their insurance, I'm not going to push push for that. Usually the people who are the best fit are ones who just say, hey man, just help me. I've been pushed around, I've been medicalized, I've been having all these issues. Nobody's really helped me. And that's when people come in and pay the premium service for what I offer. So that's kind of what we look for with the ideal person. If that's you, great. We'd love to have you. But if it's not you, no hard feelings. I just want to help the people who are really motivated and are willing to invest in themselves to get the best results possible. So yeah, if you have if you know anybody, send a simple text. There'll be some information later. My contact information will be around this presentation, so you can get a hold of me in any way possible so we can connect and get them set up or get you set up to get yourself feeling better. And, this is another thing we're doing. We do something called Softwave Sunday. This is for right now, as this presentation airs in February here, we're going to do a Softwave Sunday, which basically Softwave clinic it basically creates healing response in the body, but it's a treatment that costs about $150 per session. This weekend, we're going to offer it for only $99. And a lot of times I'll do a discounted of $99 for that first time. So if you see this presentation, and if this is not going on, you can still get that first treatment for $99. That includes an evaluation, so you can kind of know what's going on, if it is going to be the right thing to help you. But it's a great chance to try Softwave and experience the results and know what it's like. And there's only so many spots, but we do little 20-minute slots for this. We do these every once in a while, every month or so. We'll do a Softwave Sunday, get you in the door to kind of know what Softwave's all about. It's easy to book, and that way you get the treatment that you need to know what it's like, and then decide to go on with those treatments, which right now are 150. That's actually probably a little low on the end scale what I need to be charging. Other clinics are charging about 300 for the amount of shocks I'm doing, plus I'm doing PT work. So this price is going to change and probably only go up from here. So the key part is to take action and get the help you need sooner, so you can get the lowest price. It's always nice to have, but it's really important just to get the treatment you need. So if you know anybody, tell them to come in. I'm happy to help them and get them going. So I think that's the end of my presentation. Let me see what else is there. I think that's all I have here on my presentation. So with that, I'm happy to answer any questions that you have in the future. Just the key part is giving you the help that you need, and make sure you're understanding what cash pay physical therapy is at Xtra Mile Physical Therapy, how I'm different, and what I can offer with Softwave and other therapies as well to get you moving the best way possible. So with that, I'm Dr. Trent Corey from Xtra Mile Physical Therapy, and I'm happy to share my knowledge of healing and get you back to doing what you want to do. So appreciate you. Thank you so much.